Morning everyone, Martin here from FU Fishing and More. Let's trot down here and see if I can get a few yabbies out. If I can get the yabbies out successfully where we are, I'll go and have a bit of a fish along here probably, or if I can get enough I may even go tomorrow morning down the Caboolture River, but anyhow we'll just play it by ear. And I went down the river the other day. I didn't take the camera with. We had a really successful trip down there. We've got 18 beautiful whiting. I'll probably put a photo up of those. But anyhow, just coming on to school holidays. They start today, I think. And I'd just like to encourage all you young ones out there, instead of sitting around nagging mum and dad and whatever, if you live near the water, or mum can take you, whatever, or dad, just grab a fishing rod. It doesn't have to be the latest fishing rod and all the new lures and everything. Just, I'm sure if you snuff around in the shed, if your father fishes, you'll find an old yabby pump. Put some washers in it and just go down and dig yourself a bit of bait and have a fish along the flats for whiting and stuff like that. So you don't need the flash rod or everything, just a nice whippy rod, lightweight, light line, and have a fish, mate. It's got to be better than sitting at home, and better for your mind, better for everything. So get up and give it a go. Okay, I'm just going to head on down here and I'll get back to you after I get some yabbies, if I can get them. And I had one person ask me here on this last video in the comment section, there's yabbies up here where I go. The whole bank just about is a yabby bank, hence why it's pretty good whiting fishing up here. So alright, after I get these yabbies out and I decide what I'm going to do, I'll get back to you. Beautiful morning down here. They're talking about rain coming in for the weekend, but and right through until about Tuesday next week, and then wind Wednesday or something. So it's probably the last chance to get for a fish until towards the end of next week. But anyhow, let's see how it goes. Looking pretty stormy out there on the hills there now, so they might be right about storms this afternoon, or chance of. Light southeasterly blowing, only very light at the moment. It's supposed to pick up a little bit later on. Up here again. I came up here yesterday. I was going to fish yesterday, and I dug the yabbies this time of day. By the time I dug the yabbies, I was had it. So you got to know when to call it quits. It's just too hot. I forgot to bring the water with me. But anyhow, we're back up here this morning now. This is where I dug the yabbies yesterday, right here in front of me, and I fished these sandbanks here. And we're just going to walk out on the end here. Fish is making tide. Weather's exactly the same as what it was yesterday, except the tides are an hour later. So, alright, we'll get back to you when the action starts. On this bank, same as always, just casting as we go until we find them, and then you're fishing pretty hard. Same gear as always, the Alvy reels, which I find I've got egg beater reels at home, but the Alvies I find are a lot better for working these banks with the whiting. Now we'll put a couple of casts in here on this first sandbank and see how it goes. You chuck out, just slowly wind in. You keep that bait moving all the time. Same live yabbies, 6 pound line, smallest sinker you can get away with, a swivel, and a 6 pound fluorocarbon with a number 4 wide gap hook. That water's pretty warm, so I don't know what's going to eventuate out of it. I don't like it this warm. Last time I got most of them here just in front of me. That's not a good sign. Yabby's not even touched, not even little blokes. Normally you see the little blokes in the shallows as you're walking out, and the bigger ones are further back behind them. But might not be the case today, who knows. We'll just plug away. If it's too hot, I won't be here for too long, I assure you. A storm sitting out there on the bank this afternoon, today too, out on the mountains there. You can see Glasshouse Mountains, it's in the distance, with the storm sitting there behind them. Oops, there's a fish there, just a flash in the water. As I've said before, when the sun's out like this, keep your eye out for flashes. A few little blokes nibbling away at it there, some winding. Could be a little gar or something, I think. A little whiting, they just took the head off it. Water's too hot. Yeah, we've got him. Here's a legal one. Get a couple more like that. I only want enough to try a recipe out tonight. Missed him. Water's way too hot. Took the bait, a little sod. Right there at my feet. Not the world's biggest whiting, that's for sure. After those ones we were getting down the river the other day, they make them look pretty sick. They'll do for what I want to dry. I'll get another 4 more. All I need. There's a nice one. Little bloody flathead. Go on, don't spike me. These are the ones that normally spike me. Whoop, that's got rid of him in a hurry. Go back out, sit on his sandbank again. As I was saying yesterday, kids, come down here, bring your rod, dig a bit of bait, and just walk along here trying your luck. Eventually you'll work it all out and it'll all click and you'll be catching whiting every time you come out. Whiting all the way along here. This water, you just need a tea bag. It's that bloody warm. Warmest I've seen it in a long time. Another one for the bag. One more would be nice. This weather's just miles too hot. They can be hard to find this time of year, especially on the flats. The water gets hot and they just do not like that real hot water. Like normally you can walk down here, you see the little fellas swimming around the shallows and that. There's not even that, even the toads aren't here today. That's how warm it is. I won't be here long either. Few little, couple more bites just there. The whiting bite, took the head off. Sure sign of the whiting. But you don't expect to get them every time. That's not what fishing's about. Try another one there, and then one across there, and then we'll move on. There's another bite there. Oh, good fish, and I missed him. Not real good. There's got to be better fish than that in here somewhere. It's warm water, no good. That's me for today. So much for that experiment. They're just not there at the moment. That water's too hot. Until that water cools down, they're not going to come in on those flats. unless it's right on top of the tide. And then you need a boat to do that. I've got 2 boats, but I'm not using them at the moment. But I did what I set out to do. I just wanted to see if they were there, because normally if you get this hot weather, they're not, especially this time of year when it gets real hot and humid. And we'll go home. I've got 4 there, and enough to try this cooking experiment that I wanted. Yeah. I'll scrub a turkey trying to get a free feed there around the bend. There's a lot of them up here on the island. Look out, turkey, car coming. We're well and truly used to the traffic. The big catch just now, 4 in total. That'll be enough to do what I want to do. Martin from FU Fishing and More again. We're just going to do something simple with those whiting that we got today, and I want to try something I saw on YouTube, just by frying fish using water so they don't splatter in the oil and so on. And I'll explain it to you as I go what they did, and see if it works. Just curious. We're just having that and potato wedges, sour cream and sweet chili sauce. Just something real simple tonight, and a bit of an experiment to see whether it works. It's not my idea, but they reckon it works, so I'm interested to see. Okay, we've got the whiting fillets, we've got plain flour, we've got the spices. We're going to put a spices coating on them first, then in the flour, and then you put them in the hot water and into your hot oil, into the cold water, sorry, and then into the hot oil. And the spices are just the normal, the Bundaberg Glaze Company ones, the wild mango glaze, the garlic butter glaze, and the roast tomato and smoked garlic. Even proportions of the 3 of them in here, and then we just coat the fish in that.
You got the chips on?
Yep. Just give them a coating like that. Put them out there, and then we'll put them back into the flour. I don't know, they're not that, what's the name, one stick in here. Oh, still one there.
Oh, I see you're doing it with water.
Saw it today, so we'll see if it works. Alright, that's the spices on them. If you want to call it that, or a glaze, I don't know what you'd call it, but I know they taste good just like that. Even if you just put that straight in the pan now, it's a brilliant way to have whiting fillets. Put those spices away too. Now, put them into the flour, or give them see what happens. Give them a good coating of flour. Oh yeah, that worked.
I just turned the stove on for you.
Okay, that'll work every time.
Yeah.
You don't need to catch your bag limit for it to be a successful day. As long as I've got a meal, I'm happy. Mind you, you had to work for that meal today. That water was just too hot. That's that. Now the theory is we dunk them into the cold water and then into the hot oil, and they're not supposed to splatter. It'll be interesting. I'll just wait for that oil to heat up. Alright, the oil supposed to be, they reckon, at 375, 365, 375. I don't know how this is going to work with that flour the way it's gone. Moisture's, what's the name? It mightn't soak the water up the way I want it to.
Just try one piece.
I reckon it's supposed to get a nice crisp coating on the outside and nice and moist inside.
All we can do is try. I've got the fire brigade on speed dial.
You'll be on fire in a minute if you don't get out here.
I've just got told to get out.
Pretty well temp there now. We'll try one and see whether this is going to work. In the water, and then in the oil. Oops, no, a little bit of splatty. We'll just put that over for a minute. That was better. Whiting won't take long. These can pretty well come out now. A little bit of splatter, not a lot. Almost like a batter. Quite chuffed in the way that works actually. Oops, I got the salt. Oh yeah, nice and crispy on the outside. We'll roll these blokes over. I reckon I'll definitely do them like that again. Of course, the final test will come with the taste tester.
Is the camera going?
Yeah. Well, nowhere near the amount of splatter as what we normally get from just ordinary frying. Salt.
Right.
have it, fish and chips. The taste test are patiently waiting.
You know, I was only thinking about fish and chips on yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. And you know how we used to have it out of the newspaper and put vinegar?
Fish and chips in the newspaper.
Yeah. Yeah, I was only thinking about that yesterday.
You can't get that same taste anymore.
No, definitely not. Anyway, yeah, I have tasted this already. Hang on, just a sec. Using the water, yeah, it has got different tastes.
Is it crispy on the outside?
Yep.
Moist in the middle. That's what the aim was. And the normal spices like we normally use, but
you try it. Different.
I like it.
Different? Yeah.
I like it. Nice and crunchy. Moist in the middle still. No.
Yeah.
I'd do it like that again.
Nice way of doing it.
Okay. We're going to sit here and have this now. And we'll catch up with you on the next one. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to, if you like these videos, to subscribe and hit that like button. And
we'll see you on the next one.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.